Welcome to my desk tour for 2017, and I have a lot of cool things behind me on my desk, and the links will be down below. We're going to check them out in the description section in the orders that appear in the video, so it's easy for you to find it. Other than that, let's go and jump into the desk tour for 2017. So starting off, I have got my mouse, which is the Corsair Saber RGB. Then following that is going to be my keyboard, which is the Corsair K70 RGB Rapid Fire, which is awesome. The next that I have the Xbox One S controller, which is wrapped in white carbon by Slick Wraps. Now these are all really nice, and they're resting on the mouse pad, which from Vipums, which is really nice, especially with the red stitching, which adds extra character to it. But other than that, starting on the left side is going to be my microphone, which is the Blue Yeti Black Edition, and that is resting on the Rode PSA1 boom arm to keep things looking clean, and the cable runs right down the back, which is really nice, and the arm hides it very well. Then next up are my speakers, which are the Bose Companion 5s. Now these sound awesome. Now these offer a 5.1 surround sound experience, which sounds awesome. Now the subwoofer is also really powerful, and it is on a 4-inch riser to make the sub sound more airy. The next to that's going to be the volume wheel, which is underneath the desk, so that way you can control the volume. Then for my headphones, I have the Corsair Voids, which are in white. Now these are wireless, and these are off to the right side, and I throw these on whenever I don't want to disturb anyone with the actual speakers. Next up is my Samsung Fast Wireless Charger, which is for my S8 Plus. But next that's going to be my brand new monitor, which is the LG 34-inch monitor. Now this has G-Sync and some really nice gaming looks and different features that this has. Now this is resting on the human scale M2 mounted arm, which is really nice, made of 100% metal with some plastic touches. But other than that, this is really heavy duty. Now this can move in any direction that you want, and lining it is very easy, so there's no worries there. Next up is my PC, and this is the same computer that I used on my last desk tour, but I did add some things. But other than that, this thing is awesome, and inside I have the Intel i7 4790K, which has really held up well, and it even beats some of the newer i7s in performance, and this thing is just awesome and a beast. Now this is also cooled by the NZXT Kraken X61, so that way the temperatures are low. There are 16 gigabytes of RAM in here, which is the Corsair Vengeance. Now this is also very speedy, but for the GPU I have the MSI GTX 970, which is very nice, and then for storage I have 1.5 terabytes of SSD, which is very fast. Now I would never do a hard drive, especially just because of how old and how dated hard drives are. SSDs and M.2s are the way to go. The next on my PC is my Google Home, which is also wrapped in white carbon by Slick Wraps, which looks really nice. Now all of this is on my new desk, which is the Human Scale E Float, and it is 72 inches by 30 inches, and it is really roomy and really nice. But underneath my desk, I have my APC, which is on the right side, and that will power up everything on the desk. And it is in the Human Scale CPU600, so that way it's not on my desktop, and it just mounted underneath the desk. Next to that, I've got the Philips Hue Bridge 2nd generation, so that way it'll power up the lights on the back of my desk. And now underneath you can see my cable management, and in my opinion it looks really nice, and the only cables that are hanging down are going to be the Bose cables and the power cable for the APC. But other than that, I think it is awesome. Then lastly, behind my desk is going to be the Philips Hue Lightstrip Plus, which is really nice and really bright, and these are also RGB powered. Okay, that's going to wrap up the desk tour for 2017, and if you enjoyed, the links will be down below to the products I showed in the video, and they will be in order as they were shown. But other than that, if you enjoyed, please smash the like button down below if you enjoyed. Also, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and also don't forget to hit that bell notification so you don't miss out when a new video goes live, and it also really helps out the channel. And as always, stay classy.